Hi, we're going to talk about Adobe Bridge. It is a photo editing software to make it more easy and more efficient for you to edit your photos. It's just really quick and really nice. So, first step is to put your SD card into the computer. You'll find it under devices here, and you're going to copy paste them into a folder onto the desktop. And we're going to assume that we already did that, and we're going to say that it is called Scroll County Fair. So now what we need to do is we need to open up Adobe Bridge. You can open it up in the Finder app, or you can find it, you can find it under Applications, or you can find it under the Spotlight search, which I find it a lot easier. So we'll type that in really quick. Open it up. Alright, so here we go. So the reason I put you on, had you put the photo on the desktop or the folder on the desktop is because it's just really easy to find it. So click on desktop, and then you will go search for that folder. So there we go, Scroll County Fair. So let's open that up. Alright, so as you can see, we are on Film Strip. It helps you just look at those photos. It just makes it a little bit easier to view them and to pick out the ones that you want to use. And so there are a few tricks to do that. So one of them is to just hit Command 5. It gives it like a 5-star rating. And so whatever photos I give a 5-star rating, those are the ones that I will use and submit into the Nexus drive or onto NewsDesk. And so we'll go through and we'll just pick about 10 images. That's the amount that you need to submit every week. So then we'll go to the left here, click on 5 stars, and now we're just looking at the photos that I ranked as 5 stars. Now what we need to do is we need to hit Command A to select them all, and we need to click up here, Metadata. Metadata is the information that goes into each photo. So because we've selected them all, we're going to go to the IPTC core. It's a fun word. And we are just going to plug in some information. So creator, put in your name, job title, put scroll photographer. There we go. And then you don't need to do address, city, province, postal code, country. You can do phone or email if you'd like. What's the most important is that you put in the description and keywords. For the description, we're going to keep it fairly simple, but you can put here like a caption for the photo, or we'll just put in photos of the Madison County Fair 2016. So nothing too complicated, but just helps us know what these photos are about and when we took them and why we took them. The keywords, these are like tags. They make your photos more searchable on the website so that when people search something on Google, our photos will begin to pop up and it'll lead people to the site. So really it's a way to boost up our SEO or search engine optimization. And so we're going to put in fair, county, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. That's all the information we need to put in for the metadata. So we are going to edit our photos now. But first we have to make sure that we apply, because we just put in a lot of information and we don't want it to go away. So whenever you click off, just hit apply. Anyway, so now we're going to go back to Film Strip so that we can look at all of these beauties. And if we aren't selected, so we're going to select one photo really quick. Just one moment. There we go. And then we have to hit Command A again, just so that we have all the photos selected. So up in that corner is called Open in Camera Raw. This is how we edit our photos. So as you can see here, we have all of the photos to the left, all the ones that we've ranked, and all the ones that we just selected to edit in that file. So over here is our histogram. Now this controls all the whites and all the blacks and all the lights and darks that are all the pixels and all their color value. As you can see, as we boost up exposure or the brightness of the photo, as we click that top right icon on the histogram, it shows us the areas that are too bright. So we're going to leave the exposure alone for now. We might bump it up just a little bit, not too much, or we get some of the lost data there that shows up in the red pixels. There are other areas to edit, all these other sliders such as contrast, highlights, shadows, and as you can see, as you move the sliders, it'll change the way that the photo looks. Now, we don't want to make the photo look fake, so don't over edit, don't use the sliders too much, but use them a little bit. Clarity, you can boost it up to about 10, don't go beyond that. It's meant to sharpen the image, and if you sharpen it any more, then it just looks really fake. So, up here we also have white balance. Now if you click auto, it'll fix it for us. I don't really like that green tint that it just gave it, so I'm just going to hit Command Z. But if you do need to make some changes, you can also do it manually with the temperature slider or the tint slider. Now you shouldn't have to use these. You should be using your white balance in the camera. Even auto white balance will do just fine. And so your camera should be able to take care of it without any troubles. And so as you can see, we can continue to edit all these photos, but we're going to assume that we just edited all of them. So we're going to hit Command A, and we're going to save images. Now, most important thing is to figure out the location. Where are we going to put these photos? So this is kind of up to you, but you have to save it in a new location. And then we're going to hit Select Folder. We're going to go to Desktop just so it's easy to find it. Hit New Folder, and we're going to name it. So we're going to call this Scroll County Fair, and we're going to put an underscore and the initials. This is so that we can give credit to the photographer. So we hit Create, and now we select that folder that we put those images in. Now here, this is our filing name system, okay? So we have Stevenson Devo right now. We're going to switch that up, and we're going to name it the same thing, Scroll County Fair, and we're going to put initials. So there you go, give you some more credit. File extension, make sure it's a JPEG format, also JPEG. And then for the quality, we want it to be on maximum quality at 12. Make sure that the color space is Adobe RGB 1998, 8 bits / channel. And then for image sizing, we don't want to mess with it too much, but make sure that it's on default size and the resize to fit option is checked off. And make sure that your resolution is at 300. And then we hit save. And it takes a little bit of time, but looks like it got saved pretty quick. So then we hit done. And let's minimize everything so that we can look at our new beautiful folder. There we go. Let's open it up. Maximize this thing and check it out. You have all of your photos edited and with metadata inserted, making that search engine optimization pretty awesome. So there's a little bit more on Adobe Bridge for you. Now you guys know a little bit how to use this. You can always refer to this tutorial, and if you need help, talk to your editors.